Welcome back to Misrolled Adventures.
That's
where
what
players make horrible decisions or make plans and execute them poorly. Sir.
Damn.
Anyways, this is the second. Yeah, this is the second episode of our one-shot adventure since we are missing our dear friend Ryder and our dear idiot Gopher.
And with a new idiot.
With a new idiot named Beef. One's an animal, one's food.
Wow, that is true.
In the last episode, they had been given their task of finding Richard Den,
Dickie Den,
an abstained cleric who was able to essentially take no sides and aid everyone, beloved by most. Though in the recent few months he had started to lose communication, grow more distant, and then 1 month prior, he completely vanished, disappearing with all forms of communication, all sightings of him disappearing as well. You were asking around, trying to find him, and met up with a woman named
Becky Hinn.
Rebecca Hinn, and
What's up?
Yep. She, after her work schedule in her inn, she took you to go to Richard Den's abode, where it was locked from the inside as boards of wood had been nailed to the door. After breaking and entering through 4 very precise punches, and investigating inside, you found that the entire interior of the room had been coated in dust, left abandoned more or less, things destroyed, except for a table that had a picture of his beloved wife and a candle with a small floating orb of light. After investigating further, some complications occurring with a spell exploding out, giving a thin layer of cold to some of the members of the party. They found a trapdoor entrance in the middle of the room through some more clever use of detect magic. With that in tow, they went down the passageway, and that's where we are now. So, being probably about 30 seconds ahead of everyone else, you've been traveling down on the Ladder's Beef. I was about to say your name.
Okay.
You've been traveling down the Ladder's Beef for about 30 seconds. You're traveled about 180 feet down, and you only really noticed until now that there was light that started to kind of emanate upwards. Being the first down here, what you see in front of you is very similar to the table that had the candle with the picture frame. You see what could be described as a shrine. There is a several tiered table that has candles on all of the specs, except there are probably dozens of the same picture on it as well. Apart from that, there's a very thin layer of dust on this entire flooring, mainly because of the lack of passage of air. Apart from that, there's nothing else. The interior of this cave, more or less, is looks to be hand carved as well through probably a fairly long amount of time as you have been traveling directly down for so long. After kind of gathering that, the rest of the party is kind of trudging behind you. Is there anything you wanted to do before anything else?
Well, I was gonna say, it's like, he sees the floor, right?
Yeah, it's rocky. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was gonna ask how far, from the floor is he?
Oh, I mean, once you got down enough, it began to kind of open up behind you, and you're 10 feet from the ground, probably.
Okay, so the second that he starts seeing light, he will jump off the ladder.
Okay, and with your slow fall, you just kind of squirrel it and just slide out your arms and come into a very brief tumble forwards.
Does it take any damage?
No, you take no fall damage, especially with slow fall. You would roll a d6 of fall damage, and reduce it by 25, so it doesn't matter.
The floor is illusionary magic.
You just fall 300 further feet.
It's full of
Please don't try for our goldfish.
What you do see is the ground is very much so not smooth. the ground itself is very kind of tough to step forwards. It's as if you're on gravel, like a gravel road. So it's off kilter. A lot of times you're stepping onto like different elevations of the rock. It's very poorly constructed, essentially. Directly in front of you as well is in the dim lighting that the candles do provide, because they are actually lit candles this time. They're not orbs of light. Is a cobweb that's completely covering the entire passage in front of you. Doesn't look to be like it would inhibit you in any way, but it definitely is a thick cobweb directly in front of you.
Okay. How far behind is everyone else after he jumps?
Not far behind at all, probably like another 15 seconds or so, and they'll be right behind
Okay,
you.
well, anyway, he doesn't realize how far behind they are. So he will be like, creepy place, caution, walking.
So
I assume
They
you
walk
hear this
forward.
echo up.
Yeah, it echoes up very easily.
Oh,
right here.
Beef, be careful too.
He doesn't respond because he's already in the middle of the room.
Well, you hear him.
Okay, and then next would be dusk. That
How many
is-
minutes have passed, by the way?
500.
I'll say 5. 5 minutes have
Okay.
passed. 'Cause, I mean, it didn't take you that long upstairs, but at the same time, when you had cast Detect Magic, you were just fiddling around with a picture frame for so long. So it wasn't like you were investigating the
Does it-
room first.
So, I mean, as soon as he gets down in here, I can tell you what he's going to do.
Okay. Yeah, you get down, you can see the whole area.
He's going to cast Mage Armor quick.
Okay. So you spend your
Yeah.
skill point, or your spell slot.
Is that level 1?
So now your armor class is what, 14?
No, it's 16.
That mage armor just makes it.
It's 13 plus your dex modifier.
Oh.
It's essentially it's the spell
that gives you.
dragon. It's dragon sorcerer
Gotcha.
unarmored defense.
I thought you were
Yeah.
shadow sorcerer.
I am.
You're using it as a reference. I see.
Yeah. It's the exact same equation.
Okay.
Dragon lords just get it as a.
Gotcha. Okay.
Everyone else gets it as a spell.
Gotcha. So yeah,
And it
essentially.
lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, it lasts for 8 hours without concentration or
Yeah.
anything. So you have an armor class of 16.
Yep.
So essentially, when you come down here and you see that, you just a slight shimmer forms over you.
I
and
would
you,
assume more of like a shadow. Like,
yeah, slight
it's a
dark,
black outline.
dark hue over you. Like you
Yeah.
definitely have like a darker outline now.
Mhm.
Soon following suit, everyone else sees.
Do I
the
see
same
any
thing.
magic?
You do. The table itself has what kind of magic is that? Anyways, that's sorry, I gotta look at the.
It's evocation again.
Yeah.
Transmutation. You turn into a candle if you touch it.
It's little minions on top.
More like a candle just.
Conjuration.
Oh.
Oh god.
It has a layer of conjuration.
That's even worse in my opinion.
All of the picture frames have the same magic feel as the other one upstairs.
So once again,
They're just-
evocation.
Yes, evocation. The picture itself has the illusory.
Any words on any of them?
They all have the same words. Like, they're literally the exact same.
Okay, so it's just her name again.
Yes, her name, the same
Oh.
words on the back,
Oh, well, like the frame.
in the same weird
the,
font.
the
yeah.
frames there too.
Okay,
He's
Beef
good.
doesn't understand. I think I do.
Yeah.
Like I think I know exactly what's going on. But my question is, how many arrows does he have? Because he has a long bow.
I would imagine you have like 20. You have a quiver.
I mean, I'm gonna walk away from the ladder and more into the center.
What? The reason why I
So
asked,
other people can get in.
Yeah. What's everyone doing here?
well,
I
the
can't
reason,
see.
the reason I asked about the longbow.
You can see there's dim light.
The reason I asked about the longbow is Beef is going to shoot the cobweb.
Okay. Fires straight through it, goes straight through, kind of breaks off. Doesn't. Shot an arrow through a pretty large cobweb. It's not gonna cut through the hole.
I don't know. He just wanted to see if it stopped it or anything.
No, it
Also,
definitely
don't
didn't
sense
stop
it.
it. It went and just traveled down.
Alright.
You hear in the far distance. Probably an arrow shattering against rock. just
Flames erupt up.
a bunch of just
Oh no, there's a
No,
spider.
just in this you hear as a spider just got hit in the face.
No.
The arrow shaft will land on his face.
Okay, so after that, Beef will look around and be like, Beef follow arrow. Come if please. Come if you want. As
That was almost a complete sentence.
that was on accident. That was me. It's on accident.
I don't see any magic anywhere other than the table.
No, other than those. The candles themselves are also just very plain. The flames have a slight transmutation magic to them.
Oh god damn. So it's transmutation, conjuration, evocation. This is a very dangerous table.
There's a lot of magic going on in this entire situation that you've been with.
I mean, this is
For a cleric as well, there should definitely not be this many.
I was about to say that, like,
Yeah.
for a cleric.
Oh, I
The
mean,
only
a lot.
skill magic that you're missing here is necromancy.
I know we're not far off from necromancy. It's coming up eventually.
maybe the giant cobweb and dark corridor in front of them might, shed some light on the necromancy that you're looking for. Potentially. No, but Beef is walking forward and he's going to
I don't detect magic
cut
anywhere else
through.
in the room, though, right? The magic is only with the table.
Yeah, there's nothing else in this room that's magical. What'd you say?
Beef is going to walk towards the cobweb, and when he gets to it, cut through it with his longsword.
Okay, yeah, just whole thing is cut down. It's gone,
And then
and he's blown back by the sheer force of magnitude.
yeah, magnitude 10.
Just all the wind rushes out of the cavern.
But no, you definitely cut it. Just
Yep, and he'll keep going. He does not care if anyone is following.
okay.
So off balance.
It is, because you broke it. Also because Poppy's top heavy because of those dumb pigtails.
I'm gonna roll an investigation, try to see if there's any pattern to the table or anything.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, it's 12.
It's a
That
pretty
is a 17.
Oh, that's a 17. I didn't see. It looks like a 12.
Rolls a 20. That is
21.
a 2.
You can tell that there are several spots on this because the way the candles are, they're essentially fixated on the top rack all across, down each side, and there's just missing picture frames and random assortment on the table itself.
What happens to a piece of paper if I walk towards the table?
Nothing.
Nothing, it's still just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Never.
How about this? All three of you can take the picture out of the frames at the same time and see see what happens.
How many frames are there?
There are about 17 on this table.
Oh god.
After spending some time to count, yeah.
There's a lot.
Just they all do that. All the picture frames just explode into cold. Just
Die on you.
We would all. Whoever did that, if that happened that way, they would be gone.
no, I'm telling you.
So, Super Detective, should we follow Beef?
Absolutely, that was my next course of action.
Alright. Oh, God. Poppy, please.
See, there, you can't blame me now.
No, I'm blaming Poppy. I'm hardcore blaming Poppy. Her design is dumb. I don't think I'll ever use that.
I'm gonna be also keeping this in a hide check behind us.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So you're staying back mostly, far away from us.
Well, no, I
Okay, so what you see, being the first to kind of just go around.
It's a chamber that looks slightly like that one chamber we saw in the other campaign with the black flasks being made.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, what a correlation! That's before Randall time.
I have
like
a
the
feeling it's
arrows.
not that far before Randall's time.
It's actually fairly far. It's before even the camp that they went to, like a tribal camp.
That is like that.
That's
what
before Theo vanished, basically.
What I'm describing right now, Max, is like the beginning of Zakara's time.
Yeah.
I
That's
also
like
love
the
it.
same session you met me, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Where did you?
They went to the camp. That's when they got like arrested by the bandits before, or the cultists.
Where Ryder was turned into a kite.
Yeah.
And his mouth got slowed.
Oh yeah.
I'm very confused because I assumed that this room they found was in the cave.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
God.
It's a different cave because
Oh,
like the whole
great.
system that they were in had like several different like alcoves to it, and in one of them when they were fleeing, they found like a laboratory basically. So
Okay.
it was a completely side cave than where you were originally.
I also love it how we're saying this as if they're like different eras of the campaign. Right now we're in the Gopher age.
And next we'll be in the Caleb age.
So what you see
Oh, maybe.
is a very normal room at first glance for you. There's a bed missing all of its legs in the corner. Has no blanket either. You see a table also missing all of its legs, so it's just a round sphere on the ground. Being you, the immediate odor hits you of blood. Doesn't seem to phase you too much.
Good thing half orcs can't go into a fit of like blood rage.
What you do see as well is a lot of cobwebs. The ceiling is fairly high as well. It's just cobwebs all over the.
He also, on his way down here, if he saw his arrow, he will pick it up.
It's shattered against the wall.
Okay.
So
I
there's an
see.
arrowhead maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just shattered. Just
Got some nice. You got a steel for a flint.
But that's what you see when you first glance into this room. Everyone else is closely following. Is there anything you wanted to do first, or
How far?
you can hear their footsteps behind you? They're around the corner though. So
Okay. He'll just go. Living quarters. Caution advised. And then he'll take out 2 darts and throw them at the only 2 things he can see.
real. When you hit the table as well, you can hear just kind of like it's wet wood probably.
Oh, okay.
And the bed is
It's
in cloth basically. It doesn't have any
Table's a mimic.
spring to its step or anything.
Okay, since all he heard from a table that's supposed to make a thunk noise, he knows what that makes. He's thrown darts at wood tables before. He's like, that's not supposed to make that noise.
You're also blind by this point.
I still have light though.
Talking to him. Oh, you still have light going? It only lasts a minute.
Does it? Oh, and it's a cantrip, so
Yeah. So you can trigger it again. It doesn't, and light's not concentration either. So. All right. So yeah, you just trigger it
I
in.
just keep an object lit.
Okay, so he will make a point to go grab his dart from the bed, and then go grab his dart from the table, and see if there are any drawers in the table. He will just look around the table to make sure it doesn't have any organs or anything in it.
Okay. No, yeah.
Surprise, it's a mimic.
Yeah.
So you just grab your dart from the bed, go over to this. Just move it, everyone.
By the way,
Grab that.
everybody, this is gonna happen a lot. A lot of darts are going to be thrown at a lot of random things to make sure they're not dangerous.
Good to know.
Not a
Beef
bad
is
way to
very
do it.
When you
cautious.
pull the dart, you can kind of hear the wood going, and just like a kind of sick sound pop out. When you're looking for drawers, you just kind of pick it up by its bottom. You're kind of holding it, and
But by the edge of the table, there's just a beating heart.
no, but
Right.
what could have been, when you pick it up, the bottom of it is completely drenched in blood. It's not solidified, it's definitely coagulated though. So it has a sick kind of sound as you kind of pick it up from the ground. You're just holding it. Everyone else now sees that's in the bottom of it, so his back is facing you. You don't see this. Only he does.
Well, what about the floor?
The floor,
I found a clue!
you definitely can see blood now because
And
the thing is,
fortune's man come.
this is an important notion. Dark vision doesn't allow you to see color. This room is pitch black. That's why you can only smell the blood.
Oh.
When you turn the corner with your flashlight, basically, the entire ground is red.
Ah.
The bed is just solid black, as if it was burned by something. And the table that he's holding, though the bottom of it you can't tell, you can definitely see that what this was probably something, because it's got damaged, charred parts, probably a weapon of some kind that was probably used.
Beef, did you kill somebody?
I doubt it was beef.
Darts don't kill. Darts only make sure not danger.
You also can see there's a lot of cobwebs as well. The red ground is fairly dry. It's not damp or anything.
It's stained stone.
It's basically stained stone.
But it's blood.
Yours is a little different because there must have been an amassed amount of blood underneath it, and it must have not moved. As such, it didn't get any form of open airness. So only the sides really dried when you sucked it, when you pulled it up. That's why it's still pretty damp and coagulated underneath it. So, yeah. That's what you all see, essentially getting closer to this room.
Beef.
I feel I'm safe to say this, investigator.
And there's also
This is
cobwebs
a little more
all
blood than should be normal.
This is a little bit above our pay grade, I agree.
How many?
Of our pay grade.
I both need raise for all of this.
Ask for raise.
I know this is more.
Ask for raise. Get
More-
therapy.
There's a little times 4 by
Yeah.
all of them. And a little crossed out in times 3 by the therapy because
What's
I
your
don't.
passive perception?
20.
Okay.
Nothing can really get past me.
I mean-
It's gotta get higher than.
What's your passive perception?
9?
10, 11. Wait, no, 9. Wait, no, it's 10 plus whatever, right? Or
Yeah.
is it 8 plus whatever.
It will be. It's 10 plus his wisdom, and if he's proficient with perception, he gets that.
Right, I was
perception
wondering, it's
bonus.
10 plus your perception score, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10. Wait. Oh, 11, yeah. I forgot to
Yeah, it's 8 plus
increase.
1.
I forgot to increase all the wisdom stuff.
Okay.
Because his insight should actually be a +4.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Who?
Beef.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Do
too
any
many
of us?
strength saving.
You'll see
throw.
something in a second.
Okay, we'll see something in a second. Good to know.
Oh no.
Ah.
It's a cave
Hey!
spider.
15.
15? Okay. So you save, so you take half damage.
You see a ghost.
Okay, so what ends up happening? None of you have a higher perception score than 18, right? Like a passive perception of 18?
Other than me.
Okay, yeah, other than you. So, what Dusk sees in the back of the group, just as light begins to shimmer, you can see when from behind Beef, the light that's from your spell displaces briefly, and then a pair of jaws from a spider latch out at Beef's neck. So,
It's a cave spider.
Invisible spider.
Beef, you take
1 point of damage.
You take 11 piercing damage.
Get ready for the
Oh, these are pretty piss poor rolls though for that. You take 6 points of poison damage as well.
So 16.
16, yes.
16 total.
As this pale white spider with sickly blue eyes kind of emerges out from seemingly nowhere and latches onto the back of Beef.
Do I see any magic in this room?
You can really only see about this cone.
Do I see
You
any
don't
magic?
see magic, no. Yeah, no, you don't see any magic from this angle. but you do see the spider on the back
Do I
of.
see any magic on the spider?
You do. You can definitely see some spider magic going on here. What would that be?
Illusionary?
I don't know. It's not illusionary. I'll tell you that. I don't know what kind of spell. I don't know what kind of. Oh, here. I'll just look at that spell.
Here's your necrotic.
Yeah, it's necrotic, alright.
It's transmutation.
Oh god. What turned into the spider?
I mean, transmutation doesn't always mean changing form. Changing certain locations can.
Or changing size.
You can make an Arcana check quick,
I know.
seeing as you've saw it before it initially happened, essentially. To everyone else, it just appeared out of nowhere.
What the heck, where did the spider came from?
You have definitely heard of creatures like this, being spiders that can change from the ethereal plane of existence
God, it's
and
ghost
material plane. They are known as phase spiders.
Ghost spiders.
Essentially, more or less. They have a ghostly visage and are not friendly. Not friendly creatures. Everyone roll initiative. I will show you a picture of a phase spider as well.
No.
Alright, everyone other than Jake.
Don't worry, I'll cover your eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not fun.
Wow.
They're not
Alright.
yeah, those fangs came in and just got you in the neck.
Wait. What do you add to initiative? We forgot to.
Yeah.
Dexterity.
Dex.
Dex.
Yeah, so yours is +3, so.
Okay. Sweet.
Alright. So.
I got 16.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
19.
Wow. And
Sakara, say 20.
Dax.
Well, I would say 20, but I got a 17.
Okay. So 19, 18, 17, 17.
I got 16.
Oh, 17, 16. Wow, 16 to 19. Look at that.
Yeah, it's still alive.
That's pretty funny, actually. And the spider got 14. This spider's about to get.
Does there just happen to be a second spider that got 15?
You don't know. That'd be funny though. Well, the thing is too that I'd be rolling the spiders in the same initiative turn. So we got Dusk, then we got Beef, then we got Dax, and then we got Jock, and then Spooter.
Spoober.
Okay.
Casper's
So
on
top of the
Tiny
initiative
Cousin.
turn. You see this sickly spider is essentially got its legs around the back of Beef. Its size essentially encompasses Beef as
I
well.
assume to try to shoot it with anything is going to be disadvantage right now for me.
You'd have to be shooting through two people trying to get to it, yes. Especially with Beef kind of flailing slightly from the pain as this
hard would it
spider
be?
is big.
Can I get past them?
Yeah, you can just kind of brush aside them. It'll take some of your movement to do so, but yeah, you can
Fine
do
with
that.
And then I'll step to the side
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
so they can get in. And now I'll just
Okay, yeah, just go ahead and shoot.
firebolt.
Go ahead and roll to hit. Yeah, this spider is essentially the size of Beef.
I don't hit.
What's your total?
It is under 10.
Okay, so you go to fire, and just as you do, Beef kind of just like turns slightly, and it's just enough for the spider to ever so slightly get missed by the firebolt, and it slams into the wall of stone, just goes, bursts out. Okay, anything else you wanted to do? You have a bonus action if you wanted to do it?
I don't think I have bonus actions I can do that. Wait a second.
Hey, I gotta take this, sorry.
Okay, fine.
How many pounds are phase spiders again?
It's a large spider. It's this height of Beef, who is 6'5".
It's over 10 pounds.
It's much over 10 pounds.
What are you trying to do?
I have mage hand.
Mage is not gonna help you regardless.
You never know. Maybe,
Well, no,
maybe he was
off
made
of
of
Beef.
Maybe he was made of helium. Never know.
Well, no, I would more get spider off.
I can actually use my spider figurine. Oh.
Super detective.
God, it's caressing her hair.
We need to save beef.
It is Beef's turn, so we'll just give him a second here.
It's just gently caressing him. It's caressing the back of his hair as it
Ugh,
bites.
these creatures are so gross. You still detect magic though, so while you're doing this, I'll just tell you what you see. You see a slight shimmer of magic on the underside of... Because after you got bit, I would assume you dropped it. You can see there's a slight magic to the bottom of the table that he was holding, and slight magic in the corner behind the bed. Alright, Beef.
Do I see any... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you have to use an action to actually determine what the magic is.
For a second I thought prestidigitation was a bonus action.
Prestidigitation.
Was a
Yeah,
bonus
yeah,
action. It's a now.
Yeah, it's an action.
Would disengaging do anything?
Yeah, it wouldn't be able to take an attack of opportunity against you.
And how many key points do I have to spend to do that again?
One for your...
He will do that.
Okay, yeah.
So he'll
So,
spend a key point to disengage.
alright, Jason. So you basically can disengage, you can move freely. So what do you want to do with your movement or anything? Because that's just a bonus action, so you still have your full
That's
action.
a bonus action?
Yeah.
He will disengage and then he has a multi-attack. What he will do...
Also, by the way, when I rolled to hit you, I rolled a natural 19. So I didn't feel the need to kind of ask if it would hit.
I mean, yeah. That, although that's 4 away from not hitting.
Well,
away.
natural 19 without modifier.
Without not.
So 23 total.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, shield.
Even with shield. You need a plus 10 shield for that.
Oh. That's
I
the
mean,
DM's pop.
Oh shit, sure.
Brand? If
Hey,
it attack.
this is a detective
That
story.
attacked the detective.
okay, so what he will do for his first action, he will two-hand his longsword and strike it.
Strike him twice. Alright, so go ahead.
Well, he'll strike it once because he has an extra action, right? And
No.
that-
Your extra attack, it's not you have two actions. It's when you
Oh.
take the attack action, you attack
Oh.
twice instead of once.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then he'll just do that.
Yeah, because you don't get like multiple actions by doing that. You just
Then
have
how-
two attacks essentially.
Can he attack
Yeah,
two-handed
level-
with his longsword?
Yep, long swords are versatile.
But
Yeah.
does King say allow him to do
Yes.
that? Okay.
Kinsei makes the weapon a monk weapon.
Well, no. Here's the thing, because it specifically mentions you can't two-hand weapons.
You can't have
Heavy weapons are special weapons.
No, for it's the attack itself.
Okay, I'll double check, but for now, go ahead and roll the hit anyways. We'll figure that out in a second. It'll take 2 seconds to read.
Roll
that.
it twice.
I mean, yeah. Well, okay. Should I just roll with both a D8 and a D10?
Well, you still have to roll the hit first.
Oh yeah, roll.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Uh,
That's 12.
well,
12 just misses. It just barely skips out of the way.
And wow, that is 16.
16, that will definitely hit. Let's just double check.
ooh. You can also make if you take the attack action and attack with the quarter. This is the option with the quarterstaff. You can also make an armed strike as a bonus action.
Any
assuming
monk
you-
weapon you can do that.
But
The
he's-
quarterstaff is the example,
I know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
but you
just-
cannot
he's-
have taken a bonus action this turn.
Right, we know that. We're talking. Right, we're not talking about unarmed attack, though. He can attack twice with a two-handed weapon because he has at level 5 extra attack. I'm confused on what you're questioning.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm using multi-attack right now.
Yeah, he's
So
not
attack
he's not
twice.
attacking and then using his bonus action to attack.
Because
He has
if I
extra
were to
attack.
do that, I would have used Flurry of Blows because that does more damage.
Well, it gives you more hits, but yeah.
yeah.
So the 16 definitely hits. So go ahead and roll your D10 plus your dex.
And So that's 5. Okay.
5 points of damage. You just go, just slides in, gets into his carapace, and just yank it out. It's very thick. Yeah, for a spider, it sticks out this
He still
disgusting
has movement
ooze.
too, right?
Yep, you still have your full movement. So.
He will. Is he still disengaged?
Yep, you're disengaged for the whole turn.
He will go as far back as he can.
Okay, well, 40 feet. So.
Well, as far back as he can, while still being like within the group.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're not going to be able to get past them because you're going to get stuck on the same spot.
He'll just go into the.
You can go into like the corner.
Yeah,
I
sure.
just realized we don't have any healing.
Not on this team.
Poppy just does not want to stand up.
No. Do you mind if we use like a different figure because the whole bottom is just moving?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to glue it back in.
Yeah, like I
That's
think
fine.
Here, I'll just hand it to you then. We'll switch out your figurine with someone else.
Right there's a figurine right there.
That's.
They already have an established character for that one.
There's beef.
Sure. Actually.
I love how that. When you had said all of the figurines, I grabbed it and showed it to him. I don't think he paid attention. I was like,
Alright, so that's what you do. Get a good slash in with your longsword.
Network wasn't good, but I don't know.
I mean,
how much
damage
health
is
they have.
damage. Okay. With that.
Can he also ready his longbow?
Yeah, it's at the ready, essentially.
Okay, so he will do that as well.
Okay. Alright, Dax, you're up.
I am behind somebody in the tunnel, right?
Yes, you are
oh,
behind.
he's in front.
Yeah, you're in front. Sorry, you're here. This is your colleague.
I'll
Yourself
jump into the room
Okay.
and I will stab it, I guess, with my dagger.
Alright, go ahead and roll to attack.
That is 22
Okay.
to hit.
Surprisingly hits.
Good.
Sir, your clothes are gonna get dirty.
I don't think he cares anymore. He's been
That
already
is
covered
7
in pelts.
points of piercing damage.
Alright. So you get one good stab and just stab into it, some blood kind of pops out and gets onto your hand.
Wait, am I the only one with multi-attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the group here?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Sorcerers don't get it. Rogues don't get it. He doesn't get it. Actually, no, you have it too.
You have what?
You have extra attack.
Oh yeah, I do.
What are you?
His archetype gets it for the class that we have.
I forget that you're not a regular class.
Even normal fighters have extra attack as well.
I know that.
But yeah, he's playing. We're trying to essentially establish a class that we've been working on. So yeah.
Yeah, I forget that he's doing that instead of being already established.
Yeah, he's part of the Ghast's Edge class, and
Ghast's Edge?
the quad seal that we've established gets extra attack at level 5.
Oh.
So yeah. Okay. With that, it is anything else you wanted to do, Dax?
I'll use. Who was after me? Who was immediately after me?
Jack. Jock. Jake.
I pointed Jock. I'm like, hey, you get in here, and you get this spider. So as my bonus action, I'm going to use the help action.
Okay. So that does.
He has advantage on his first attack.
Right, because of your health thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Yes, sir.
He commands you to slay the beast, as it were.
So
It's your turn. Yep, it is Jack's turn.
I summon my weapon.
Okay, so you hold out your palm, which has the seal on it that you had essentially covenanted to, and spending a seal, you summon your blade.
So
And I choose the ultimate of acid.
Acid.
So based off of the name of this class, is
Yes.
it just all about summoning ghostly weapons?
It's summoning, yeah, pretty much.
Just Ghast's Edge.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially they're spectral bladed types of things, essentially. That have manifested through his seal. Essentially sealed it to him.
But that sounds like it could be more of an archetype of like fire or something.
Different seals. Regardless.
So how far I can move the weapon again?
Well, it's you have it in your hand.
Oh, then I'm
so
gonna move up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, way to go.
What are you doing? There goes the prop comedy.
There goes your plastic margarita cup.
Oh no, it's shattered everywhere.
Oh no, your Snapple can't fit in it now.
Yeah,
still have it.
we need.
Why am I supposed to
What?
snap
This is increased the melee range to 5 feet.
it? Do you need help opening that?
No, I haven't
Yeah.
tried to.
Oh,
So-
okay. Look,
so
you were
it's-
trying.
No,
And you were like,
Can I be
Oh,
right
we're
here?
just messing around with it.
Yeah, you can be right there.
That sounds like a too much from company.
snap it.
When you summon the blade, access the blade. Okay.
Have you tried to
Yeah.
Man, that car has to be as loud as humanly possible.
My favorite was the limited time.
No, Jack!
My favorite.
Yeah, I'm
was
just gonna
the
multi-attack.
PhD
I'm
lemon.
just gonna attack it.
Multi-attack
They
it?
did for a while.
Okay.
with Baseball.
So you swing once, go ahead and roll to attack.
The peach tea on your palm.
8. That's a natural 18 plus my
Stop falling!
21.
21 definitely hits.
Second one.
What blade is this again, by the way?
Uh,
Because you pick, as long as it does slashing damage, that's what weapon that you can pick from.
let's do a long sword.
Okay.
2-handed. And I have advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage on the first swing.
You want to reroll that? I got caught.
Yeah.
18.
Alright, 18 hits, so then roll for your second attack.
Oh, this is that was my second one. I got 21 on my first one.
You're supposed to roll that with one with the advantage. Because that's what would have given you, like, his health attack affects your first attack.
Then it'll be
Yep.
You would have hit because the 4 was the second roll, so you're fine. Because you rolled an 18 naturally for the first with an advantage of 4, then roll 15 with your almost modifier, so you're good. So both hit. So 2d10 plus your dex with both hits. Basically, you swing both the longsword twice. Though it looks to be shorter, it does. There's like a slight shimmer of damage over the phase spider that just begins to bubble and burn away at its skin.
3. 4.
4 plus your dex twice. So
7. My dex. 9.
9 points of damage. All right, just these.
Dex is a +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I thought it was based on wisdom, but yeah.
No, that's.
We'll continue
Yeah,
on.
we'll figure that out later. Okay. So you just slash twice into its carapace, and you can see part of it is it's definitely wounded, and it's got bubbling acid essentially burning away at it. On its turn, it will. It'll turn and bite at Dax.
Oh, please.
Sir, no!
Natural 1, so it will not hit. Goes to bite at you, and it's the acid
the
like
floor.
hurts it.
Sink
But-
things into the floor.
It vanishes from sight. Just
Congrats, sir, you killed it.
He did not kill it.
dusk.
I didn't do anything.
It is your turn, Dusk.
I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, doesn't that leave a magical trace?
Nope.
Pretty sure extra magic is disaster.
So what are you gonna do? Dusk?
I'm just gonna ready an action fireball to shoot at it.
Alright. Misses.
I said ready.
Oh, you're readying your action to shoot at it. Okay.
Yeah.
What does Beef, you're up.
He's gonna shoot an arrow where it was.
Alright. Just breaks off into the ground. Not there.
Good job, Beef.
He will shoot an arrow at the ceiling.
Okay. It's a little bit higher. Breaks off though. Little pieces of shards start to fall.
He will then exclaim, "Spider gone!"
Yeah, spider gone. Spider not dead.
Dax, you're up.
Spider can come back.
I will. I'll stay where I am and ready my action to stab it if it reappears.
Okay. Just
Oh
stab
my
it.
god, not out of initiative. Bad.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna ready my action when it appears then.
To stab it.
Yep.
If it appears. Alright.
No, that's 1 minute. Okay.
Roll a D4.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Probably should roll a stealth check.
Perception!
Well, yeah, you can go ahead and roll perception checks. Go ahead. Or you can use your passive, either or.
Oh, this is my passive. Because I put my passive pretty good.
What's
I'm
everyone's
more focused
perception?
on ready to shoot it.
18.
18. Okay. B.
I haven't rolled.
Okay.
I was on the wrong picture to look at my ability scores. Shit. I was on the what can monks do.
Ooh!
That is what you see. 17.
And Dax, what'd you roll?
Oh wait,
19.
that is 18.
So,
I still have
I'm getting hit then.
well, you're not the target. The target is actually Dusk. Because I rolled a 2 on the D4, and also a 21 on his stealth. They have a +6 to stealth.
Well, yeah, it's a spider.
The
Wait, you didn't use your passive?
He uses passive, which is 20.
Oh, you did it by 1!
Just barely. I was like, wow, I mean, interesting. Okay, so essentially, from above, these fangs kind of just latch onto you. And just what?
He still has to roll to hit.
He still does, but he has surprise on you.
Yeah, he gets advantage, but he still has to roll.
Yeah, no, that's
He
totally
could,
fine.
He could get 2 nat ones.
He could roll very poorly, because I mean, your AC is what, 16?
Yeah. And at some point, if I can get a shield.
That's 15. That's 6. So he goes to bite at you, and this magical armor just goes and stops it right as it's about to just sink its fangs into your neck.
And now
I just
everyone
turn
who's
with the
holding their
fire.
action.
With fire.
Well, the thing is
Don't
to
shoot.
stab is different than to shoot. You were
Yeah.
readying your action to, or you shot 2 arrows.
I shot 2 arrows where I
They were ready to stab, so they don't have the option of essentially hitting him.
And also, he's not
You
in
were
range.
holding-
He's not in range for me to.
No. You do have your action for fire bolts, so
I'm
you can
just-
go ahead and just.
I'm just imagining the two guys in the middle, like they see it and then they just stab for it, like, "Arr!" Wait, it's over there.
Is it higher than 13?
Yes.
Okay, you're good.
I was
Kaboom! Yeah, his armor class is 13.
Hmm.
That's why when you roll a 12, I was like, that just misses.
Oh yeah. Me as the player didn't put that.
Didn't click to you.
Didn't put 12.
Had a real
and 1
beef
together.
moment there.
Yeah. No, the real beef moment was like, oh, so far away.
Are you using a percentage?
See, it's rolling 2d10. for
Yeah,
fire
exactly.
Oh.
So that would be 5 plus.
5 plus 1.
bolts. Yeah, you can't. Firebolt doesn't have like a modifier added onto it.
Alright.
That's 5.
5 points of fire damage. Just it comes to bite at you. You're like, real hard to miss when he's like face is here on your shoulder.
The
Just
spider just has
the 12 eyes staring
the
at
spider just sees me turn with my
XCOM.
fire. You done fucked up.
you. XCOM, you're right. I got a shotgun from point blank. Fuck. Let me shoot the sky. Still alive though, but
The
barely.
spider has that moment I turn and I'm like, you fuck you, man. Hello there.
Also, you technically would have been at disadvantage because he was point blank to you. So just quickly roll one more time.
Wait, that's a thing for anything that isn't a longbow?
Anything that's at range, if you're trying to range attack something that's within 5 feet of you,
Oh.
you have disadvantage. And in inclusion of that, if you're within 5 feet of a hostile creature and trying to shoot someone else, the creature gets in the way that's attacking you, so you're distracted and it still gives you disadvantage.
That's weird.
It's real difficult to pinpoint an accuracy when something's in front of you attacking.
You would think that if it's coming out of your palm and you literally put your palm up to something, it's like fireball, boom.
Base spiders are quick. That close, it just goes poof, quickly dodges out of the way. It's possible.
I mean, it could have done that anyway if he didn't get.
If you didn't get, it still hit him regardless.
Yeah.
With that, it is Dusk's turn now. That was you holding your action.
I assume I can move away.
You try.
Disengage and move away.
Okay, so you spend your action to just be like, nope.
Goodbye.
Starting to walk away. All right. Where are you going?
Or by beef.
Beef.
Not right next to him though.
Okay. Where?
Just by him, but not right next to him.
There you go. You have a bonus action.
You'll scratch it.
Throw a rock at it.
Throw a rock. Stun it, yeah. Stun it. Beef is not getting anywhere near that spider anymore.
That's fine.
I wonder.
Wait, one of his thing goes off too because he says he's gonna shoot it.
No.
He shot 2 arrows.
I
He didn't
shot
hold
the
his
ground.
action. He shot the ground and the sky. Or sorry, the ceiling.
That would be helpful if he did hold his action, but Beef isn't helpful.
Beef doesn't know when things disappear. He's been dealing with magical stuff all day. He thinks that it's still there.
And he thought it was invisible. He called the wrong type of magic. He was like,
He
things
saw
have
the
been doing
invisible
weird things
door.
all day.
Saw the invisible trapdoor's handle. It's like, not real. It was real. Spider vanished. Still there. Die! Anything you wanted to do?
No.
Alright, then Beef.
Well, now that he sees the spider,
Yes.
you were about to say something though. You were like, Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Now that he's like this, he's like, oh, he will shoot the spider in the face.
Okay. Using 2 shots, are you using your bonus action to do the
Extra
Tensei
D4.
shot?
I mean, if I don't have to spend anything, might as well.
Yeah, it's just a bonus action to do.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So all of your shots now do an additional D4 if they hit.
And he does a D8 normally. Wow. No.
What was it total?
Wait. You said his AC was 13?
Mhm.
It's 3 after that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, not enough.
Fuck. That is 13.
13 hits?
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, the
7 plus
attacker
6.
wins. The
Yeah.
attacker wins. Okay, so the second one.
D8 plus D4 plus X.
Okay. Way to go. My rolling is godlike fucking today.
What is it?
It's a 2. That was good! Okay, that is 9.
Alright. So you go to fire, you're like, oh! You fire once, and the initial, fear of, or the realization kind of makes you miss as you let go a little too early. And you're like, oh. You fire one more time. Just gets right in between its eyes, all of its legs kind of curl backwards, and it falls onto its back and is lifeless. Just.
I don't remember if you said
Yay! I did it! You killed it!
What?
I don't remember if you said there was actual magic in this room when I walked into it.
I
you gave a
did,
brief description.
but you weren't paying attention.
No,
I was, because I know you heard me.
Yeah, I heard you.
What I had said
I
was
forgot.
when you got into when you stood
Yeah.
here, there was slight magic because you couldn't use your action to determine it. In this corner, underneath the bed, or in this corner of the room, and then underneath the table, the underside of the table where all the blood was. Yeah.
I remember the corners. I did not remember underneath the table.
Yep, underneath the table where all the blood was. All right.
damn.
Good job, everyone. You slayed the phase spider.
Let me guess. Was it conjuration magic?
On what?
The table?
No.
No?
So using an action now, since we're out of combat, you can tell it's evocation.
Evil's at foot.
Stop making that joke.
It says there's evil afoot.
Oh man, these SpongeBob references. Anyways, what are you guys doing?
We don't know about this. Only you.
How much
So-
experience you get, you said?
Like it mattered.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was assuming
It
we were
really
gonna do
basically
milestone.
in the normals. Yeah, we'll do milestone. Sure.
It makes it easier for it because it's a one shot.
Yeah, that's fine. What's everyone doing? You guys are chilling out with a dead
What are
spider.
the other two? Is it all to see vocation?
Yeah, this one's evocation. The one that's near the bed. I'm sorry, I get my schools of magic out. Of magic.
Sir, let me wipe that blood off your hand.
Thank you.
It is sickly blue blood as well. It's disgusting.
I am very upset.
This is not your day, sir.
Not at all.
Good thing we're going back to that person and giving you new clothes.
Good God, yes.
The Emperor's new clothes.
The
they're just
investigator's new clothes.
Yeah, they're just invisible.
Divination is in the corner.
What about the other corner?
There's just this corner and this table. I didn't mean this one. I meant the one that was in this corner.
Are you
So-
gonna investigate the bed?
So it's underneath the table, not the underside of it. Correct.
It's the underside of the table.
It's the underside of the table.
Okay, so
So
in normal beef fashion, he will throw a dart at the spider to make sure it's dead.
Roll to attack.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No, do it.
finds the spider was playing dead.
Throws the dart. Goes. A little bit of blood pulls out.
Oh,
Everyone,
oh,
wait.
No moving. No movement.
Beer?
Okay, good.
Turn.
No danger.
I'm gonna turn on the lights again,
Yep, you reignite your light.
and I'm gonna be like, "There's more evocation magic on the bottom of that table, specifically the bottom, and then there's divination in the corner."
Yeah, you're definitely starting to run out on your detect magic.
Oh, no.
You've only got like a few minutes left.
Beef will pick up the dart and talk to it, be like, "You were wrong before, but you prove yourself. Put it away."
Beef now thinks
Oh.
the table released the spider.
Well, I thought you said
the
that's
dart
your
didn't warn him.
Oh.
The table was not the spider.
Precisely. Was precisely my point. That's the darts are his way of making sure things aren't dangerous. The table wasn't dangerous. He grabbed the table. Danger. To him,
Damn it, dart.
2 + 2 = bad.
I mean, I get Randall's gonna go investigate the bed at this point.
Okay, you just go to the bed. The bed
Just
definitely
crawl
looks
under
like
it,
it
disappear.
was essentially ignited at some point. That's why it's got burned, charred parts to it, and any form of cushion that was once part of this bed destroyed. It's got cobwebs infused into it. You can go ahead and make an investigation check.
Well over 20.
Okay. First,
Not natural 20, but it's well over.
first and foremost, what you find searching the whole thing, including the slight pillow that was on the side, there are definitely what you can determine as like small bulbs that have cobwebs on them inside the pillow. They're like little. They're basically eggs. That you can determine. Moving that aside, not sure what you're gonna do with that. The bed itself, though isn't magical in any nature, is very dense. It's when it was charred, there was a wooden casing underneath it that essentially acted as the bed frame. And though the cushion is gone, it looked to be quite a luxurious bed. There's no drawers to it. It can slide out from the wall as well. It's not embedded into the rocks. That's what you gather, essentially. When you move the bed, you can definitely tell there's nothing. You don't physically see anything against the
Does
wall.
the magic move?
That magic does not. It is in the
Okay.
corner of the room.
He's gonna quick take a torch out, light it, and burn the eggs.
You're gonna burn all the eggs? Alright, when you burn the eggs, there's like a few tiny ones that kind of stream out that are on fire. You're going,
Are they babies?
they're definitely baby spiders.
Of the one we just killed?
They do seem to have the same color and
He's
Just burn all of them. All right.
What we don't know is that
Sir
that was
Dusk,
just
what are you
Daddy.
doing?
Mommy's bigger.
Beef doesn't know spiders die once they lay their eggs.
Are there still cobwebs all up in the
Oh, there's tons of cobwebs. Before, it was a little difficult to tell because you
Would
weren't.
I just be able to fire fireballs? And
Yeah, you
start
can
them
just
on fire
start-
and then it burn.
Yeah, there wasn't anything up there, but there was definitely like more fake, essentially.
Dusk, I try to suffocate us in here.
Things do start to burn away, and it starts to become a little bit evident, creating a lot of fire in this enclosed space.
I have a solution for that.
So it's starting to get a little bit more
Wait.
difficult to breathe.
Wait,
Yes.
but it is magical fire. It is different.
He's
right?
lighting other things on fire, though.
Yeah.
You monster.
A little different than if it was just magical fire.
Super Detective, I think we should get out of here before things get...
create
There's
another
a serial person is on the
With
loose.
what? What do you have?
Wait, oh.
Prestidigitation. Yeah, alright. That's enough to just kind of... You're just kind of directing it very slowly.
Yeah.
Creating enough to not, knock yourselves unconscious. And once it does get underneath the initial divot, it does feel as though it's starting to go higher up the passageway and out the top. Because before, since this was just a cube, with it being higher, all the smoke just rose to the top initially. So,
Okay, never mind, sir. I think he cleared up the fire now.
anybody else wanted to do anything while he's puffing out the smokes?
So, Dusk, what did you
Can
find?
you smoke?
That was actually a thing I was trying to see if I could implement into my character. You could smoke.
If he smokes,
But I
maybe
couldn't.
you can.
But I wanted. Would you allow me to use prestidigitation to light this?
Yeah, why not?
Perfect. Then he smokes.
Here's a slight little just fire. I think that'd
No,
be
it's
fine.
just- well, no, he can instantly light a torch.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
It's
You
not
light
like-
your cigarette.
It's not like a fireball, but
That's fine. You light your cigarette
it's,
with thin air.
I mean, I don't light it in here.
Okay.
He knows better. He knows the laws. There's no smoking indoors.
There's no smoking indoors.
So, okay, we just fought a spectral spider in a room with a cave. I don't think this counts as indoors anymore. Something tells me that this does not count as normal indoors.
You're correct. It's not normal
Especially
indoors,
with-
but it's still indoors.
Especially with the room of transmutation pictures outside.
No, the transmutation candles.
Okay,
As he
fine.
took
It's a little worse.
balls and he took a sip of his cup. So, what do you find, Detective?
A lot of
What
wine
else is
and
in the
bad
room
decisions.
to look at?
What was that?
What else is in the room to
Um,
investigate?
A lot of blood.
there's the entire ground is just stained red. Apart from that, there's a lot of cobwebs. The burned egg sack that was the pillow, the underside, and the table that essentially is round. There was no drawers too. Apart from that and the magic that Dusk spoke of, there's nothing else really to look at in this room.
Beef, try moving the table over into the corner.
You die. He won't. He knows what happened last
Last time you picked up
Beef,
the
the
table.
spells are only one-time use. It's not gonna happen again.
Persuade him then.
time. No believe you. Picture reappeared upstairs. I'm not that stupid.
Different picture upstairs. I still have old picture.
Beef stops listening to him and sits down to do his own
He's
thing.
trying to kill me. You are loving this. I can see
Hey,
it
you
on
guys
your
want to help me
face.
move the
Hey,
table?
Beef, this is a good chance to do your calligraphy.
The table's not like heavy.
Still
like,
no,
it's,
no.
it's not like hundreds of pounds. It's like it's just dense. It's not like
I thought
that.
it was a heavy table.
I mean, it's definitely heavier, but it's not like nothing you can't lift.
Um,
The
only
blood,
somehow
and
less-
moisture definitely make it heavier, making it about 30 pounds.
okay.
Hey, investigator or sidekick, you want to come help me move this table?
I'll let it to it.
Oh.
I'll help my associate here, my underpaid, undervalued apprentice, move this table.
undercare for apprentice.
Wait a second. I'm confused suddenly. Are you referring to me or Calvin's character? Because I'm the... Dust is the one asking for help.
Oh, you're both under me. So
Anyways, Beef, what did you want to do?
What he was going to do is he was going to, seeing the floor, he was going to try to see how deep the crusted blood goes.
Okay. So you can probably test that with a dart.
That's exactly what he was going to do. He was going to just scream.
Okay. So while you guys are doing this, Beef is doing school arts and crafts in the blood pool, scraping away, making some drawings.
Beef, are you doing calligraphy now?
As far as you
in the
assume
blood?
from Beef's intelligence.
He will actually do some calligraphy in dwarvish script saying Beef was here.
So you know
Into the blood pool.
Dwarvish and common.
Oof.
No,
Okay.
he knows Orc, but since Orc itself doesn't have a script to write in, he has to write in dwarvish script.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Get that.
Yeah. They're just guttural sounds. They don't write because they don't normally read.
They don't normally speak either. How do you write?
Guttural sound. It's just translated into that. Okay, so you three are moving the table into the corner.
Yep.
Okay. How do you place the table?
Evocation side to divination side.
Okay. Yeah, you just you place it up against the wall.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So what you gather from checking the blood as well, it's quite a bit. Someone probably was really, really hurt here in this room. Probably dead from the amount of blood. At least if it was one person. This is definitely more blood than you would want to lose. At least you would want to lose. That's what you gather from scraping your name into the blood pool.
He's ready to say, I'm done!
He's too busy writing Beef was here to care, and now he pulls out his horn to do it because he's done with his calligraphy.
Oh. We're going to roll your performance check.
Do we see this?
No.
Just you catch it just before he starts to blow, though.
I covered my ear!
I mean, I did that in the vision.
Natural fucking 20!
I'm going to need the three of you to roll Constitution saving throws.
I would assume that when he rolled low.
This is a different reason.
Yeah, this is a different reason.
Oh yeah, he's scraping in the corner with the other spell, isn't he? Yeah.
This is for a different reason. Same effect, a different reason.
17?
17. Okay, you're probably good.
15.
You're also probably good.
23.
You're also good. Immense. Just you can feel like the scrapings from the blood that he did just begin to jump into the air. Just it's so loud. It drowns out all the sound in this room. You're covering your ears. You can feel your hands vibrating on your ears.
It may make you deaf, but at least it's not screechy.
That was the purpose of the Constitution saving throw. Because it was going to make you deaf for maybe like a minute from this sheer power that he blows into this horn. It's...
Oh, that guy's man!
I love it.
I
love this character.
If it was low enough, it would have done the same effect, except because of the ear-piercing shrill sound from it. However, he had such a long, drawn-out, lung-filled blow into his horn. It reverberated across the room and just went. It's basically like you were inside a gong when it was hit. Just.
Yeah. Calvin, are you kidding me? Beef would not. This character would not be useful at all in our main campaign.
He draws in calligraphy during while infiltrating the bandit camp.
Well, they were just saying it's a war horn.
I don't think that would help your cause.
No.
I think that'd be like, oh shit, we need to go to battle immediately.
There's enemies attack.
There's an attack. We're being infiltrated. regardless, so what ends up happening when you guys put the table blood side to the wall, you gotta have to place it. Runes start to appear on the other side of the table. And it has 3 rings
You said
with
rooms.
multiple, like not rooms.
I thought you said rooms.
So several runes appear on
Pictures of
it.
rooms.
And
We gotta match the runes to the rooms.
they are abyssal as well.
Oh, great. Good things
A lot of
happen.
them read,
Abyssal.
there's 3 rings, and each side has about 4 symbols. After about a moment passes where the light begins to shine out from it, all of you can see the runes as well. They kind of glow slightly. You're the only one that can read them, I think. I don't think anybody else reads Abyssal.
No.
There's
Unless Beef can for some reason learn another language for me.
you see a lot of things.
Not today.
Some of the runes, there's essentially 12 runes. Let me draw out a circle here quick, so that way I can kind of explain what the runes all state. So the top 3, excuse me, read home, Jasper, inside. The right side.
Not to be mean, can we actually draw this on?
I am. I'm drawing it on this, and I'll put it onto there.
Because I have a feeling somehow these are going to move. Or we're going to be somehow creating lines between them.
I'm gonna go to Beef and admire his work.
You're going to leave the the detective and the investigator to
The right
deal with
side
the puzzle.
reads bastard, betray, death.
Oh, God.
God.
That went from 0 to 100 real fast.
I really think this guy was being haunted now.
You two, please don't. Don't tell me.
I think you've turned away at this point from the runes. You don't think this. Being an investigator, I'm just left with these horrifying runes. That are...
You guys are smarter than me.
Actually, I'm the only one who can read
The
this.
bottom 3 read jester, joyous, and life.
I'm assuming you're saying this
Getting
out loud to
very-
everybody.
Getting mixed signals from this from these rooms here.
Oh, wait, what's God?
I actually getting his mixed signals as well.
Like the first one's like, it's not too bad. Second one, all right, we're gonna die. Third one, everything's happy.
I have a feeling it's a puzzle.
Tyler's first puzzle
No,
on the
second.
spot.
on the spot. Yeah.
The final left side reads blind man, confused time.
What's the last one? You said time?
Time, yep. So with that, I'll draw it out here. So first I would move the table, or the bed, and the
Oh,
table.
I'm already.
Oh, I thought you were wasting the whole thing.
No, just that. Because I'm going to move the room, essentially. So, bed, I'm going to guess you guys just shoved over into the corner.
Yes.
Burnt up bottom. Table is here. And runes all appeared on top. So, what it labeled as is this, essentially. So this is from me. So let me move that so I can.
So Xakeris can read this.
I can see. It's all good.
Home. Jasper. Side. From this side is bastard. Betray. Death. From this side, we got Jester.
Guys, I don't like this escape room anymore.
I spelled that wrong, but whatever, you know what that means. Life. And from this side,
You have a long way to like,
I got the table. Fine.
I'm waiting for that actually.
It'll be fine. Blind man. Confused. Time. And after all of these runes emerge, because they're all runes, they're all abyssal runes, so only he can read them. There's a small triangular slot that emerges from this.
Is that a triangle or a diamond?
Shut up, I put it in as a square by accident. I gotta wait for it to dry and then I'll turn it back into a triangle.
I'm gonna.
Where's
You have a piece
the
of paper.
point of the triangle it's pointing at?
The point of the triangle is pointing up.
Okay, so it's home then.
the point of the triangle is pointing wherever each point of the triangle is pointing, because the triangle has 3 points.
You want to give me a piece of paper and a pencil?
The pencil.
Wasn't exactly expecting for it. I need to go. Oh, perfect. That's good.
Never got the written, so you might as well take them.
I will take a pencil though.
No, you can't. You only take
Too bad.
the package deal.
Too bad I already did it. So the triangle is pointing at home.
Yes, triangle is pointing up at home.
Well, I'm gonna relay what all of them say.
Okay, so you all essentially gather what they all say. Though you can't read them. Can you see that, by the way, Mason? You totally can.
Yeah, I'm struggling to read your writing, but yeah.
I know. I'll send a picture to you. It might help.
Yeah, send that picture.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I actually have a triangle on this picture. You should have expected that.
You can't read that. I'll send him look at this one. That way he doesn't have. That way he can like turn his phone or whatever to try to read it.
He's rolling intelligence to see how to solve this.
That is one way to solve a puzzle if you can't really get it. Be like, try to get. It's usually how you can gauge like getting hints and stuff. Not like the solution to problems, but more of like what something might connect to.
I'm not gonna touch a rune, but I'm gonna touch next to it. Can I spin like the circle?
No.
No. Do I turn the triangle?
You feel like it can, even though it's just a rune. However, you're missing something to essentially allow you to. It's currently basically like locked.
And I assume I have to recast at this point.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
It does fade, though you can still see all the runes and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, the detect magic does fade. Are you recasting?
Yeah.
Okay. Eyes
No.
once more can see the
Do I
truth.
see any new magic in the room?
Nothing new.
I'm gonna walk back into the other room.
Okay.
Detective Gus, where are you going?
I'm gonna go see if, because there seems to be something missing for this puzzle. I'm gonna go check the other room. I feel we might have missed something, unfortunately.
You see all the same.
I mean, I would imagine that we missed something because we literally just came down. You all followed Beef who went ahead through the fucking...
And it was a good thing we did. Or Beef would have been left alone with a spider.
No.
I look at a legit triangle.
Actually, you probably do know that because the first thing he does when he sees something is throw darts at it.
He threw runes!
People!
Oh god.
Oh god.
Beef doesn't have a lot of friends.
He doesn't.
Is he happy that he seems to have some right now?
He doesn't care.
So, when you come to... Is anybody else doing anything during this time?
I guess I should ask. Investigator, if you do want to join me, I'm going to go see if we missed something in the other room.
Oh yeah, I'll come with you. One question first though.
Wow.
What is the word underneath blind man?
Confusion.
Confused.
Confused, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I was reaching with my baby fingers, basically going.
You got baby fingers.
Shit.
Baby fingers.
Okay, so when you get to this other room, everything still seems the same.
No new magics, nothing.
I mean, the same magic's on the pictures, but no new magic. The table still
Investigate the
have.
pictures.
And then, yeah, that's... I don't think you've ever clearly described. How are the pictures arranged specifically on the thing?
So,
Because you said there's 17, you've explained the candles
Essentially,
on the top and
yes.
sides.
There's random pictures missing from the rest of it from the third down. So on the top row there is 7. In the middle row there's 5. The top one's missing 3. The middle one's missing 5, and the bottom one has 5 as well.
And there are 3 rows of pictures.
3 rows of pictures, yes.
And then candles on the top.
Yes.
Candles on the side. And then there are candles.
Can you rip out a page and hand that to me too? Oh yeah, here, I'll just take this. Never mind.
Give it back, bro.
I will. I just need it back.
Here, take a look.
Oh, okay. I'll just take it back. Cool.
I just realized something. I did remember to bring this.
You tiny little.
Yep. I can
How did I tell you the pictures were again? It was 575, right?
think it was top was
7
7.
5, wasn't it?
Sorry, the 7's supposed to be in the middle.
Okay. So row 2 has
Row 2 has 7.
there's no missing space, correct?
There's 3 missing spaces in the middle one. There's 5 missing from the top and the bottom one.
Okay, so there are 10 spaces. So what spaces would be filled on the top?
The second and third from the left.
Let's just do like one.
Okay. 2 and 3 are missing. 6 is missing. 7 and 8, or not 7 and 8, 8 and 9 are missing. The second row is missing 1, 5, and 6. And the last row is missing 1, 2, and 3.
So I'm gonna draw another row. So 1 through 3.
1, 2, and 3. 7 and 10.
What do all of these numbers have in common?
So, Beef, what inspired you to write this?
As you have gone from just seeing Beef in the corner writing out his name, who wrote out his name, and Beef was here.
Well, he doesn't write it small either.
No, by no means. It's calligraphy.
It's like a big,
Yeah.
grand thing. What you mean inspire? Beef is inspiration to Beef. Everyone gone. Why?
They're in
So
the other
I'm
room.
gonna go over. I'm gonna pick up one of the picture frames and just look it over.
Okay. You pick it up. Has all the same
Nothing
effects.
changes when I pick it up.
No. You can see that the backside has the same lettering and everything like that from the previous one. The photo still has the illusory magic, and the frame itself still has the.
Evocation.
Candles were transmutation.
Yes, evocation. I think. They had the same magic as the previous one. I don't remember exactly which one that was. I think it was evocation.
Okay.
Yes.
Does anything happen if I pull out the picture? Looking
Uh,
over?
Yes. When you pull out the picture, there is a red inscribed symbol in Abyssal. Which one did you pull out?
I didn't pull out any in particular.
Oh, pick one.
Let me count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Maybe you should have wrote the other ones in.
12. There's 12 in total. I'll roll a d12.
12 in total? There's 17 in total.
I counted the missing ones. I'm sorry.
You count out the ones that you have X's on?
I put the missing ones in. And then I counted those.
There's also 13 missing ones.
Yeah, there are.
There's 3, 5, 5.
I didn't count 10.
So you screwed up by counting the ones that weren't there, and also miscounted the ones that weren't there. There are 17 picture frames.
Left?
I'll
Yeah,
take out
on
the.
there.
I'll do the only one that's there. The top, the one that's.
They're all there.
Well, no, of in the rows.
Oh,
They're
you're
all missing
taking.
one. The top one only has
The top
first
one's the one
one.
that has
I'll
the
take
one.
that one and look at it.
Okay, it says the word "my" in Abyssal.
Like my as in like my Shiranui or my as in like
NY.
Okay.
NY.
Gonna put it back in its place. As I did. Found it. Nothing happens.
Nope, nothing happens.
Then I'll do.
I'm gonna have an extra sheet.
I'll just do them all. I'll just go along and do all of them.
Okay. Give me a second. 'Cause I'm still writing it out so that I can read it fluently.
Do you have the top row done?
Yes, the top row says "my beautiful wife."
So which ones say beautiful and which one? So wait, my beautiful wife is 3.
Yeah, it's 3 words. The spaces in between seem to have no correlation of.
But I count. So you said there were 5 missing.
From the top, yes. The symbols aren't complete. To fit beautiful,
Okay.
it takes several picture frames to fully complete the word.
Wait, and if there are some missing, wouldn't there be like part of a word?
So, hang on, I'll check.
Guys, I don't like this escape room anymore.
I'm trying to write out all the words that he says out. Unless Max is gonna do it.
I'm telling do it right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean you probably will spell them right. So then what's row 2 got for me?
Brought to death before her time.
Brought her death before time, right?
Brought
To death before her time. I mean, you're not there, but
Oh yeah.
I mean he's also running.
yeah, that's fine.
Spelling is my weakness. Yeah, I'm already. It's so beautiful. I did the Y instead of the I. It's not terrible.
Whoa!
I
I see what you did wrong. Okay, I was like,
But it's not
what?
terrible.
What? Okay.
So then the last one.
I wish to see you.
So what we got here is a severe case of human transmutation.
Correct. We're gonna find a monstrosity. You know, it'll be both of them fused together somehow.
And that's all the picture frames.
What happens if I put one in a different place?
Yeah.
Which
I'm
one
more
do you-
saying as I do it.
Oh, okay. When you put it there, it slides back into its place.
Which one do you?
Even if I get put it a shuffle.
It literally slides straight down, going from it, just sliding off, falling, sliding off, falling, and sliding back into place.
Which one do you?
By the way,
move?
does anything change for doing?
No.
No.
No, nothing changed in this room. Just me and
I more mentioned the room. I'm more worried about these transmutation candles that are becoming sentient and trying to kill me.
You wouldn't even hear him if he said that. You wouldn't hear him either.
I thought you
There's
saw
a
it.
giant hallway.
I thought you saw it as well.
No.
Okay.
And also, he was talking to the DM. He's not just like, did anything change?
I guess I'm gonna walk away from it.
Okay. So back to the room.
Well, over to and
Just like flick one of them over.
I'm gonna explain what I found.
To the super. Oh.
To Super Detective Beef.
So I walk over, talk to Dex. Does he follow me? I guess.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I'm guessing you went back to talk to him. Okay, we'll change it back to that. Okay. I misinterpreted what you meant.
Dexter.
Oh wait. What happens if I take just the frame down?
You take the photo and put the frame down?
Yes.
Okay. When you do that,
Does it say?
what are you doing with the picture?
I'm not keeping it too far away.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I put it back because
Okay.
I don't want to explain. Cause chain reaction. In case it's
You still detect magic on as well, but after doing this for so many times of slowly taking out the picture frame, reading the thing, putting it back, going to the next one, doing the same thing, it takes the better part of like a good couple minutes just to do that, and then thinking aloud and everything like that.
I assume I have a little tiny bit of time left.
You probably spent like 5 minutes.
Okay.
You definitely tell that the magic is still illusory, even when you took it out. It was starting to step away. Illusory magic didn't really change.
What about the rest of it?
No,
Like, I'm more worried
none of it
about
really
the-
changed.
I'm more worried like the picture thing going, how dare you, and kaboom.
Blowing up again.
Yeah, we deck
This
save
is
them.
like one of those point and click adventure games. Try everything with everything. And see if something happens.
I mean, if you're doing nothing in the other room, you can try to take like a short rest while they're trying to figure this out if you wanted to. It takes an hour to do that, so I mean, while they're figuring this out, if you wanted to take a short rest, anyone can.
I'm gonna take that chance. I need all my marks right now.
Okay, so I explained that again. I'm gonna walk back to the other room.
Okay.
So
I mean-
Silver Detective's
I
gonna
mean,
help
technically,
you.
Beef
So,
has just been sitting here for this entire time.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Sorry,
didn't
sure.
end up with anything. I just realized.
You got a lot of words.
I'm gonna walk back and make an investigation check on the tables.
Okay. You walk back like, wait. I'll be right back.
Wait, I still can't turn the triangle. I didn't. There's a puzzle there. I thought it was a clue to this puzzle. But
Make an investigation check. Is anybody else wanting to do anything during this time? Dax.
14.
I am mulling over the information. I'll get back to you.
Okay. He's mulling it over as investigator extraordinaire.
Yes. 14.
14. You're looking at it. The table. You're more. It's difficult to ascertain if there's anything on this table or part of it, but
Part of it.
the magic itself isn't changing, especially when you're detect magic, and that's kind of distracting you from trying to find like specific details to this table. You definitely notice that this doesn't have any drawers or there's no undercarriage to it. There's no hidden compartment, as far as you can tell, and
Would you allow me to take a step back, clear my head, and just do like a passive?
yeah, you make
Go
it
ahead.
go ahead and make a passive intelligence check. And this will determine something based off of what you as a character have done so far.
Just passive and.
Make an intelligence check. By passive. It's not a skill-based intelligence.
I know. I gotta sit down and calculate that one. So that'd be 15.
But
passive.
I know. I'm saying roll
Roll.
an intelligence.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
what I mean
roll.
by passive is it wasn't based off like Arcana or anything like that. Not a skill.
Oh, okay. I'll clarify. As a DM, you can have us make passive just.
Right.
passive
I mean, I
checks.
figured as much, but no. This is
So-
to correlate certain things.
So that would be 14 again.
14. That's definitely enough. You're thinking back on it. You moved the picture frames before, and they slid back into place. Except there was one picture frame that you moved before that allowed you to move it.
There was?
Yes. That's what you can correlate from this.
Wait, he moved all
What?
of them? I thought he just moved one and then walked away.
Mm-hmm.
I
Can I go
also.
back upstairs or you're on the phone?
I'm very. Oh.
Absolutely. You can go back upstairs. So after spending a better part of like a minute,
Damn. So we gotta go up and down with this candle and photo frame.
you grab the picture frame, and knowing that how the explosion triggered was taking the picture out and leaving the picture out and then moving the picture frame, you end up grabbing the whole picture and then coming back down, I presume?
Yep.
Okay. Making your way down.
Radam's gonna go up and grab a candle.
You can absolutely go up there and grab a candle if you want to.
Bring that magic candle down with it.
Okay, yeah. Go up, grab the candle. So, Dax has the picture frame in hand. Dusk has the candle in
Guys,
hand.
this is too spooky for me.
Beef, are you okay?
I'm enjoying making this up on the spot, too. Like, I had a base idea, and I'm like, that could actually work. Oh, yeah, that also works. I'm obviously doing it before you start to do anything
Yeah.
with that, but I'm like, oh, yeah, that actually works.
I
out
hope
pretty
you
well.
realize. As soon as you. Like,
As soon as he's like, I'll go upstairs, you're like, oh! the
Well, no, I was,
revelation.
when he said like
Revelation?
this character is gonna be like city like
Revelation.
a guild, like essentially city. I'm like, yes, I can be city watch. And then as we start getting into like this investigating stuff, I'm like, I made a character for this.
Yeah, it's really useful to have smart people during an investigation.
I work for one.
Smart people.
And in smart situations, it's always good to have brawn. So, you punched open the door. Without that, they weren't getting in so far. They were trying to push it. He would have tried to mage hand it open.
I would have cut it.
I wouldn't have tried. I couldn't see the board.
True. Okay, so basically what you two see, Jock and Beef
wait,
is...
you went in there? I thought we were going to that.
Are you staying in there?
Ah,
I thought you were going back.
I'm fine. It depends on him. What are you doing?
Depends what the frame is for, I suppose. We should check here before we go to the other room.
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to ascertain from the picture?
What does this frame say on the back again?
Oh fuck.
Here, I'll write it
I
down.
don't remember what I said for it though.
You didn't write it down?
I didn't write it down. No, it was a spur of the
Something I miss you.
No, that. Are you talking about the total picture of this, of what it said in
Oh,
this, or the back
I think
of the
he's
normal
talking
picture frame?
the back.
I don't remember
The
that.
picture frame from upstairs. So, okay.
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
unimportant then for this.
It's not important as it was before. The hint from that one was the hint to not take the picture out before. That was the point of the wording behind it before, was to warn you not to take out the picture. Essentially.
I didn't get that from that wording at all.
Yeah, I know. I caught that when you started to take the picture. I was like, this is gonna happen really poorly soon. But
Oh, you mean the words of like, he said like, my beloved wife, I will see you soon. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, that's.
yeah, there's
That doesn't say don't take this picture out.
there was
It does
there was
say
another
that.
part I think that I said. If not, then and what probably wasn't. I don't remember.
What
I
does
think
say don't take the picture from the frame is the words don't take this picture from
No,
the frame.
yeah, but he's trying
It became. That faded away, and on the back was, how dare you?
Yeah, how dare you die.
And I'm like, yeah.
On the front, not the back. The back's not the one that changed. It was
Yeah.
in the front of. Regardless.
Well, it just said how dare you.
It's not
And I'm
important
like,
enough anymore to essentially remember. It's not part of this puzzle.
Alright.
Unless they take the picture out, then it is part of this puzzle.
You want to try setting the picture in one of those spots?
I suppose, I don't know which one. I'll put it in.
Well, let's just try
a
one.
random one.
Alright, you place it on. Moment passes. Another moment passes.
Okay, I pick it back up.
Well, I say wait. Just lift up the picture so let's see if there's now a new rune there. No? Okay.
Nothing new.
Okay.
The pictures are all the same in all the frames?
Yeah, the picture is of the same woman as well as the picture that you're holding. It's the same exact woman. They're exact copies of each other.
This would be an amazing.
Does anything
event.
change when I bring the candle near him? The magic candle.
It's
Does
like a
anything
Resident
change?
Evil.
with
This
the
doctor is a yonder.
When you pass the candle over them,
Right.
nothing seems to happen when you bring the light over to them. When you bring it towards the other candles, the lights begin to kind of flicker slightly and then go back into place when you pull it away.
What happens if I'm right next to him?
The flame will attempt to go as far away from the ball of light as possible. So if you put it super close, it continues to bend back as far as it can.
I'm just gonna do like a passive like that over all the candles.
It does like the wave essentially, just
No,
none of them come in contact with the light.
but I don't get anything else.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. Then I guess back to the room.
Yep.
Alright, now you two see Beef and Jock. You both see these two after probably a good 8 minutes or so of just kind of talking about the blood signature and relaxing some. You definitely see them emerge with a picture frame and a candle. The same candle from the previous explosion as before.
What are you gonna do with that, detective?
We don't exactly know. It's the best we got.
Are you trying to blow up again?
No, we do not want that to happen.
So,
But this is so far. This is the only thing we have been interacted with down here.
so what do you have right now, so far?
You know all those pictures that were on the
Special
shelves
candle
back in
used
the
to
room?
Rotate.
Yeah.
I looked at them all and they had runes in them that said, "My beautiful wife, brought to death before her time, I wish to see you." And the candles over there moved away. They did not like this candle. But I didn't really get any more information on that. So I'm gonna walk over. So we'll see if this candle and this picture do anything with this table right now.
Put the candle on the table.
Okay, I mean the table is currently vertical with the wall.
Oh, don't do that.
You're gonna be putting it on the curved edge and trying to balance it.
Well, does the bottom of the candle look like? Is
The bottom of the candle
triangular
looks
shape?
very. It's got the wax container, the wax catcher. Apart from that, it just looks like a normal candle. Other than the material of it is not a candle.
Does
you pop it
the
off.
picture frame have any
Triangle bottom?
triangular protrusions?
Hold on. What'd you say?
What's the bottom look like then?
The bottom. It just looks like a flat candle. On the bottom.
Anything in the base?
The base. I mean, other than the fact that when you're holding it, the wax catcher. I mean, it just looks like silver. It doesn't look to be.
Oh, it's not like it doesn't have like a slight ring up. in the
No,
center
it was
to
just
hold it?
placed on it.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say, Dax? I'm sorry.
Does the frame have any sort of triangular protrusions on it?
No. At first glance, you thought that the leg might, but it's rather than being triangular, it's a diamond shape essentially.
I'm gonna just do a pass over the room with the candle, see if anything reveals itself.
No. Put on the light from the candle, or the light from the candle to everything. Doesn't seem to. I mean, it still has its wick with the light on it, so when you're putting it over,
What's the wick look like?
I mean, the wick's got the wick, and then on top of it is the orb of light.
Well, it's the big shape.
I mean, it's a spiral.
Okay.
Are you trying changing the pictures in their different position?
Oh yes, they just move back to where they go. Except for that one. We set that on there, but it didn't seem to do anything.
What if we take one of the frames from the other room and replace its spot with this one?
Let's go try that.
I will follow them.
Okay.
Everyone's leaving.
Rest. As you sit up against the wall, how much health do you have right now, by the way?
9.
You're basically sitting there with just like blood kind of just slowly patching up, just.
Yeah, we have a real problem if we don't have healing in this group.
Did you say you're gonna take a short rest?
Well, I mean,
That's
it
what
takes,
he's doing.
it takes like a half hour to an hour, so.
It's just if you don't do any like vigorous
Yeah,
fighting. or
he's
anything.
gotta sit in the corner.
He
You
could
basically
he
just relax for like a half hour.
could, Will getting up and like walking over to the table stop the short rest?
No.
Beef, what he will do, this might be dumb, but that's his thing.
Oh,
He
no.
will go over to the table
Please
and
don't.
since he's never seen the runes, he looks at the triangle and sees if it like is an indentation or anything.
It's got a very slight glow to it. It's less of an indentation. When you were trying to turn it before, when you pushed it in, you definitely felt the light actually like fight back the pressure from it. But apart from that, it doesn't feel like it's an indentation to the table itself. Because when you saw it before, it was flat. Like all the runes on this are just light that's essentially protruding outwards from it. It's not engraved into the table itself.
So, which picture frame are you guys gonna take?
Is he with
Here,
his
let's just
master of calligraphy? Is he
I'll just-
able to perfectly copy this circle onto a piece of like either a piece of paper or the wall,
I mean, sure. Yeah. I mean, maybe not the wall, because the wall's not a flat surface.
or the floor?
I mean, the floor's also not a flat surface.
But
It's-
It's in the
in the crusty and stuff.
I mean, you can probably do that. That's fine. You can start to do that. It'll take some
Oh,
time
no.
for sure.
Get ready for another.
Okay, he will. Okay, hold on. I'm going to roll
Okay.
an intelligence check to see if he thinks about not blowing his horn.
Okay.
To see if he feels like being smart enough to not do that.
Okay. But yeah, I'd say with being proficient in calligraphy tools as well.
He will absolutely blow the horn. He's absolutely going to.
Okay. Well, you still got time to have to cut this out essentially into the ground. It's gonna take time to carve it out with a.
And he will do it. Where are the legs of the table?
There are no legs to this table.
There are no legs to this table.
The reason it's a table is because it's a flat surface.
He will do it He will try to do it as perpendicular to where the runes, because the runes are vertical, right?
Yeah, they're vertical.
He will do it like almost like.
If there was like a shadow of it,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, so you're basically doing it right in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you just start to do that. So what's everyone else doing at this time?
We're gonna try replacing one of the photos with the photo from upstairs.
Okay. Which photo?
Let's just start with the top one.
Okay. So you take off the top one,
Take my.
Put that
put
one.
that one on
Put
top.
the other one in.
Okay.
Slide the photo of her room. Turn around and see if anything's different on it.
No, nothing's different with the picture frame or the one that you're holding now or the one that you put on top.
Pass over with the candle.
Same effect.
Even over the photo.
Yep. Same effect.
It's just the one photo that you put the candle over. The woman just
Try
turns
putting
into a
that
whole
photo
beast.
in the missing spot next to it. See if something happens.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You
I
place
was-
it onto it, and after a brief moment, it slides over and knocks the other frame off, hitting the ground. Well, not hitting the ground, because it slides basically near the candles. Because you put it on the first one that was there, so it essentially
Yeah.
slid over, knocking it back.
I see. So they move back.
Yeah, we said that.
I see. And
Almost
I
like
think.
There's
In this time, make a performance check.
That is 18.
18. You hear in the far distance.
Wait, that is 17.
17. Once again, as the sound reverberates into the hallway, it gets louder as the sound now suddenly passes or starts to go through the passage to your room. And when you can hear it, you can actually see the lights beginning to flicker ever so slightly, or the flames just go. Who's holding the candle? You are?
I'm holding the
Make
magic.
a perception check, quick. Actually, you have a passive of 20.
Yeah.
You can tell that the vibration isn't affecting the light, but it's affecting the candle. The wick is not shaped like a sphere when it flies out of
On my candle?
Yes, the candle that you're holding with like the orb of light. The top of the wick is triangular shaped.
He
So
asked
how
that,
how would I
You
have not
couldn't
noticed that?
see because the orb of light was over the wick, and it traveled with it the entire time. So only when it started to ignore the physics of the Hoard did it actually reveal that it is triangular
I go
on the
back
top
and
of
be
it.
like,
Yes! Yes!
I was like, if they bring the candle with them, they're not going to be able to find out the light, and then it was like it ignores all physical effects
how
to
would
it.
we have figured that out otherwise?
There are certain other things that you could have done, but we'll go into that later.
Yeah.
Or tried other things. It doesn't necessarily matter.
Just drop it.
But anyways,
No, okay, so go back.
so you see that.
Back to the room. I found the key. It is the
Yes.
I also will state something. You three were talking, and Beef just very silently goes. And while you guys were discussing, the keys, the magic candle is key to hold. Very silently. Nobody else heard.
I tried it.
You didn't try putting the wick in though.
Well, literally, he's like, magic candle used to turn.
It was so silent. Like, Beef knew the answer.
Yes!
Based on it.
I'm
I
guessing,
gotta
I'm guessing the calligraphy that he made it.
No, it did nothing. It did nothing. You did draw it very well. When you place it in, the light that was part of it infused with the rest of the table. What ends up happening is there are more runes. They're abyssal runes of essentially they're numbers. They label the third ring. There's just a bunch of 3s encircling this ring, 2, and then 1. So basically, what it now does is this.
Nice threes.
Shut up. I'm just doing it quick. It's doing this pattern essentially. So then there's 2 2s
Oh, and then on one.
and then 1 1 on each of these.
Doesn't look like a one, it's just like a line.
That's what a 1 looks like. I drew it quick. I didn't do it with the orientation of every side because I didn't want to spend 5 minutes to do it. So. But that's what the light does when you put it in. And once you feel the wick in, the entire wick begins to just keep pressing forwards into the table as well. And eventually it gets to the flat edge of the candle and you feel no resistance. When you slightly pull back, the wick is gone from the candle.
Do I sense any magic from the candle anymore?
No. The entire candle is now gone. Or not the entire candle, but the
just
magic
gonna
from it's gone.
Stash the 2 parts of the candle.
Okay. It's basically more of like, because the candle itself wasn't wax; it was a different
Yeah.
material. So you basically have a rod of an unknown material and a silver plate.
Who knows? There could be coming up a door that we need to build a lock or a knob for, and here we go. This way. All right.
There's
Is
this old
anything
move.
changed with the photo if we bring it near?
Dax, you look at it and it doesn't seem to have any change to the photo.
No matter how close it gets to the table.
No.
Okay.
I'll also say that your detect magic is also probably gone by this point.
Yeah. But he didn't sense any new magic before that.
So the light on the candle is still there, right?
No.
No, there's no candle anymore. Essentially, basically what happened.
Ate the light.
Yeah, it basically because he saw it was triangular. He put in that the orb was the first thing that came in contact with the table. Once the triangular part of the wick entered, the light diffused over it and it ate the rest of the wick.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna touch it and see if I can do I have to?
You can rotate the pieces, essentially. The light now begins to turn when you turn it.
Let's see. What was the words that you said to us?
For which thing?
I don't know, all of it.
The picture spelled out my beautiful wife, brought to death before her time, I wish to see you. And then the runes are starting from the top, home, Jasper, inside, and going to the right. Bastard, betray, death. Jester, joyous life. Blind man, confused, time.
This went to 0 to 100.
I know. Can I touch it?
Just
And can I
press-
swap? Do the words swap?
No,
circles?
they only
Okay.
they stay on the same ring.
The triangle doesn't move though.
No, the triangle is not.
So we gotta find the right combination of these. I assume is at the top where the arrows point. I'm gonna turn it and put joyous in between home and inside.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
No.
Super detective, you have any ideas?
I'll try.
Anything about it?
What if I rotate the bottom to life instead?
Okay. Moment passes. Another moment passes.
Wait, life is
feel
right
like-
at the bottom though.
He's talking about underneath, basically.
Yeah, the circles now rotate.
Yeah, these are rotating, so life is now under here,
Oh yeah.
and what was it? Joyous was under here as well.
Home enjoys life. Put
I'm running out of detect magics.
So that's it. Yeah, it's betrayal.
You can really detect magic on this. You can really see it. It's manifesting beyond detect magic.
Well, I was gonna say and the words I lined up is a magic flare, of some kind.
You know?
But
That would be your last first level spell as well.
no, it wouldn't.
Yeah, you've used detect magic.
I have pack spells too, slots too.
Well, right, but I'm saying
But
your
I-
sorcerer first level spells.
I can use my pack magics for my sorcerer spells.
What? No, they're different classes. If you
It doesn't matter what spell slots.
Well, but warlocks have different spell slots. They don't conjoin like normal multi-classes do.
Yes, so I have currently, because I'm a level 1 warlock,
Right.
5 first level spells.
Right, but you have to use
Slots.
warlock spells with pack magic. Like,
You can use them for other class spells. It specifically states that.
I mean, I'll read up on it while you're trying to figure out this puzzle stuff.
Because Tyler, remember, it's not like the other
I'll
classes
read
where
into it,
you
just
can
go-
just
go ahead.
you get a
Figures.
combined thing. They're separate, but they can still be used as spell slots.
Can we get a challenge text that we know the wife's name?
You know the wife's name. It's on the back of the picture frame.
Yeah.
On the back of the picture. Not the picture frame, but the back of the picture.
Like the picture. What was it? Because I think you didn't say it out
I
loud.
did. It was.
No, I was.
It was because he said Becky, which was Rebecca.
Yeah.
But he gave another nickname for this one too. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I said it out loud, but we didn't write it down at the time.
I say this?
It's
Is
not Jasper.
Okay.
It's not Jasper.
Okay. Thank you.
It was not. It did start with a J, I think. I just don't remember.
If I remember correctly. No, all the documents you said it's all synonymous to home.
If you have both the spellcasting feature and the pack magic class feature from Warlock, you can use the spell slots you gain from pack magic features to cast spells you know or have prepared from classes with the spellcasting class feature.
Where does it say that?
Multi-classing.
You still got plenty of time to figure this out, so.
Yeah.
And
I can use the spell slots I gain from my spellcasting classes to cast Warlock spells.
Okay.
Trust me, that's very important. That's how we're.
There's that random propulsion.
I'm gonna do my own thing right now.
Oh.
Beef is just
Beef
chilling.
has already been like as much
As useful
random
as
help
he
as he can. He will go back to the corner. I was literally just on the Twitch app on my phone right now. You can. Fun fact: you cannot subscribe on mobile. If you can't, please tell me how.
There should be a way. I don't know how.
For Twitch,
Yeah.
I guess I can. Again, it's
Okay,
not
I see.
Not like my character's doing anything right now, you know.
So, by that logic, then you don't have third level spells then, because they don't
No.
conjoin. Okay, I get it now. That makes more sense.
Because I'm not level.
You're not level 5 in sorcerer
Yeah.
or spellcaster either, essentially, because
Yeah.
they don't.
Wait, where's
because
it currently at right now?
It says
Whether-
home, joyous life.
Well, I put it back to normal.
Oh, okay.
Just to make it easier.
Well, you guys are figuring this picture out, or figuring this out. Olivia sent me dog pictures. Oh man, I'm enjoying this.
Can I move it too? So
Yeah, if you touch it, you
Yeah.
can slide the dials.
It's.
I rotate. I'll leave
I can't remember. Is the one beneath
betrayal
home supposed to be
and time.
despair?
That's Jasper.
Jasper. Okay.
What'd you say?
Oh, I rotate it where the arrow's pointing. I leave home, but move betrayal and time.
Okay.
Nothing happened?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna try putting joyous Jasper time.
Joyce is on the second one.
Or I mean Jester. Jasper time.
Jester, Jasper, time.
Yep.
Okay. After putting it to that, waiting for a brief moment, the lights flash, and the threes vanish.
So the top one now is Jasper.
Let me see that. So 3, what is
But the
Jester.
2 and 1 still there, right?
The 2 and 1s are still there. And what ends up happening is after you spin them, you can hear, as you've been turning them, you hear like the cranking of like a lock, basically just going. And when you get it to this point, after all 3 of them are there, you hear, and that's when the lights vanish from the 3.
What's the second one playing right now?
You said it was Jester Jasper time.
Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
The top still, the third row still moves as well.
Is it?
I'm
That's
gonna
only
put home joyous time or joyous life.
That was already done. That was the very first one.
Correct, but it's you.
Oh,
you described it
I
as a
see.
lot.
I thought you were okay.
So I'm just testing again to see if something different happens now.
Okay.
The 3s
No.
have
No.
Okay.
That's a good idea, though. No, that did not trigger anything.
To home, betrayed life.
Okay, nothing happens.
Did Jester betray your timeline?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't try it again. I was just double checking on how many times we've tried. That was the 6th one. Yeah.
I will try blind man. Joyous life.
Okay. So what ends up happening? You slide them over. You hear the. There's no unlocking sound. What ends up happening is you hear a. The ring, though it still remains, turns red.
Oh, great.
Yay, more the red color. Super Detective, I think we need your help.
Oh god.
Oh, I like how it's the detective and his self-proclaimed assistant have been doing this. This other guy, the detective, self-proclaimed detective, has just been ignoring you.
I'm very busy.
Sir, we need your help.
You can expand all the paper with it.
Blind man.
I know. I think that will probably have ended after the solving the puzzle.
I
You
already
did.
So I did blind man betrayed life, correct?
I thought you did blind man joyous life.
Oh god.
As soon as he turns the thing, could I hear a clicking noise every time he?
Yeah, every time it's basically like the turning of like a safe lock. That you just hear, as if you had like the stethoscope up to the thing.
Well, we don't hear like a.
Well, every time you turn it, that's what it sounds like. When you got when the threes vanished, you heard as if something like unlocked. When you heard the red ring, it was more of like a solid like dull sound going.
We don't like hear like an actual safe lock if you're listening. You can hear where.
You can hear us. You don't like
Where
hear
the
like
right
click or
area
anything.
is.
No, you just hear the sound of it turning essentially.
Okay. And we tried betrayed life with the joy with blind.
You've done blind man, betray life, and you've done. Oh no, you did blind man, betray death. You did blind man, joyous life. Yeah. Those are the two that you've used involving blind man.
What are those ways? Move confused in there.
With which one?
Blind man confused life.
Blind man, confused life. Okay.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Anybody else got any ideas?
This is Jasper, right?
Yeah. Can you hand me a piece of paper? Or I have the book. Never mind.
You have the book.
I have the book.
How rude.
How rude. I was going to write down the correct codes because I've been keeping them in my mind, but I don't want to forget them.
Trying to steal my bit. Because I was trying to equate these to what we from the other room, but I can't think of how to. Don't understand how gesture Jasper time would equate to my beautiful life, or brought to death before time, or I wish to see you.
Wait, what was the 3 combinations you did when we heard the clicking? It was
It
Jester,
was-
Joyous.
Yep. Jasper, Time.
Oh, Jasper. I thought you said you did Joyous.
I mean, you've tried Joyous with a few things. Are you talking about the dull sound? Because the dull sound...
The one that made the 3 disappears.
The 3's disappear was the Jester, Jasper, Time. The one that made the dull sound was...
Blind Man, Joyous Life.
Yeah, Blind Man, Joyous Life.
Wait, it's a circle. So you would think that all of them would have to line up at the exact same time in the right combination all at once, because it's a circle. If you change time to be under home, then inside goes under bastard. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But remember, it's for the whole. We're working with the fact that the triangle is a point, but the right answer's got to be here.
I mean,
And the first right answer was having Jester, Jasper, Time here.
okay.
Then we'll just have Jester be the first one and change the other 2.
Probably because there
Because
are
the 3
multiple.
disappear
right
from there.
There are probably multiple right answers, and the whole
Yeah.
thing is probably to get the 2's and the 1's now to disappear.
Correct. That's what I assume, but Calvin might be right. Where it's
Yeah, you confuse me.
we rotated Jasper in the right spot, so all the 3's disappeared. That circle's in the right spot.
Probably. Jasper's in the right spot? You mean Jester's in the right spot?
They're Jester, yeah.
You throw me off. You
So,
keep changing
I'm
the first one. I'm like, what the heck?
So if Jester's in the right spot and the 3's are done, then we just need to focus on whatever it is that is in number 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Then all of a sudden Max keeps saying throw. I was like,
I
what
was
the heck?
assuming like there were multiple
But Trey,
combinations.
what if you guys? Because I'm not saying what if I.
I will state, because you would have known this, you have moved the middle ring to all 4 spots, and the 2's have not vanished.
Oh.
Okay, so my assumption was correct. There are multiple combinations. So,
Have you tried moving the 3rd ring again?
yes.
Did the 3's reappear?
No.
Okay.
Because that's what I did. I did Jester, Time, and then I did Blind Man, Joyous Life, and that's what made the bong. Now the outer ring has turned red. I've used up one. I've hit the wrong spot essentially.
Okay.
We're currently there's a timer. We're both trying to go to the middle. I advanced it for us getting in, and then I immediately advanced it for us not succeeding.
I do have a
Something bad
list
happening.
of several combinations that I have.
Is this a spot where even though beef isn't doing anything, metagaming is allowed? Since this is a pretty complicated puzzle.
Sure.
Okay.
You guys been on it for about 15 minutes, so I'll allow it.
I would say a lot more than 15. But we've only been on this half of it for 15.
Yes, this half of it for 15. Took another 15 minutes to figure out the puzzle with trying to find the right stuff. I will say, good call on the photos in that room, like immediately. I was like, this is going to take ever to find out. That was a good call.
I'm very confused on how this equates to what the combination equates to the word.
It may have no correlation.
Yeah, it's probably
I would go into this thinking that those 2 things are completely separate.
Then we have
Because maybe this unlocks like a door or something, or it unlocks the meaning of that. But to get to this, I don't think we use that. Seeing as like this wheel only actually shares like 2 words from that entire phrase.
What was the combination that made the circles turn red?
That was
Blind
Blind Man,
Man,
Joyous
Joyous
Life.
I immediately wrote that down.
We've tried Home Joyous Life.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I
Home
tried.
Joyous Life.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the very first thing I tried.
How about Home Confused Life?
Home confused death.
I think I tried that one.
I think so too. Oh.
But I mean, I know I haven't tried Home Confused Life.
Just out of curiosity, seeing as he obviously wanted this to be hidden, what if you do Bastards Confused Inside?
Slide him into place. A few moments trigger. The ones vanish.
Oh!
Nice.
Bam!
I also
Blind
think that this
man.
isn't even metagaming because what Beef would say is you're like, what if he's making fun of us? Bastards confused inside because we're inside of here
And we're confused.
and we're confused. I don't even think that would be metagaming.
No.
I think that would just be a Beef saying.
So we still got 2 attempts to figure out toots. Because I truthfully wanted to try that for the 1, but I thought we had to solve the 2 first.
Turns out we don't. At least we know that
Yeah.
now. there's no order.
Yeah, because my
There is no order in this.
that was my
madhouse.
correlation to I wish to see you is he's confused, he's blind, and he's inside whatever this unlocks. Ugh. And I was sort of going like a stage of dealing with, like, he had his wife, he lost his wife, he dealt with that awfulness, and now he's just left as is. So, I'm gonna rotate the bottom one to death because I have a feeling that that's either gonna be life or death at this point.
So bastard confused death.
So,
Yeah, that's what it's at now.
Well, it was Bastard confused inside.
yeah, I turned
Yeah,
it
he
to death,
turned
turned
it
it
to
to
death.
Death.
which I know has been tried before.
What if we did Blind Man Joyous Death? Have we done that? Because he's trying to die, obviously.
Okay.
No.
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Home hasn't been used for any of the combinations so far.
The home has.
Home has?
I have tried Home Joyous Life.
Home hasn't triggered anything.
Yeah, that's what it's at. That's what it's at.
Yeah. And I don't think Home has been tried with every combination.
Have we tried Home Joyous Death?
No.
No.
I think you didn't
But-
try that.
We can try it.
Okay. Because the whole thing that I'm seeing as a player, obviously, about this entire whatever, is that this cleric guy lost his beloved wife. Apparently, loved her a lot, and
Correct.
she might have been the reason why he was doing all of those nice deeds earlier. And her death brought about the,
So what
the
happens?
like
Well,
what?
After you turn it to the spot,
Home Joyous Death.
you hear, and the second ring forms a red line.
it was Home.
Home Joyous Death. That gave a second ring red line. So now 2 of the rings have a red line. I feel like we
Yeah.
don't want all of them to be red.
Correct.
I just have.
Red.
Red, bad.
Red is
Like I
bad.
said, we
This
have a
is
counter.
something that absolutely that's Beef understands.
Red bad. No more red. Out of time. Out of time.
Nice, can't see.
Red, no
What we have so
How many
far.
arrows did you fire? 5, I think.
3.
You fired 1 into there, you fired 2 up the thing, and you fired 2 at the spider.
I couldn't.
He's
have
been
picked
using darts too.
those. I couldn't have picked those up. 2 at the spider.
Well, 1 shattered against the wall. You
Oh.
fired.
Well,
The 1 you can, so you got the 16. It's been using darts to make sure everything's fine, but during the fighting you shot 4, 3 were unrecoverable.
He's got more combinations written down than I do. So I only got the 2 that were bad, and then the 2 that were correct.
I mean, I have all the correct and bad ones on mine, so.
Don't you? You've also been writing down what we've tried, haven't you?
Oh, no, I'm just gonna keep track of which ones were.
Oh, great.
That's your job, is to know that. Because you've already tried putting them in the same place and nothing bad has happened, so
Correct.
there's nothing wrong with trying something twice. At least as far as you've noticed.
Well, right now he doesn't think it's gonna do anything trying it again. Because he got rid of the 3, retried something to see if it worked for 2.
And did not.
Did it work for 2? And then we got rid of 1. So he doubts trying it again. We'll get rid of 2. Because his idea was sort of like a person, then they have a happy life, and then he's now sad. Which
Home, joyous life.
we already did that.
that's the
Very
very
first
first
one.
thing I tried, and I've
Oh.
tried it twice. I immediately tried it the first thing.
We are sorry
then
for the
as-
long
as
stretch
soon
of
as-
silence. There's a lot of thinking going
It'll
on.
be filled with music.
Yeah, it-
I've been putting them in post. So.
Oh, really?
And then as soon as we got rid of the 3s, one of the first things I tried was I tried it again to see.
Home, joyous, death.
we already did that.
That was the one that
one.
triggered the
That was the
second.
one that
Yeah,
triggered the
the
second
red.
ring of
Oh.
red.
Betrayal.
Betrayal's on the middle.
Yeah, bastards. That's the one.
Oh,
on top.
sorry. Bastard, sorry. Just reading your handwriting.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's either got to deal with home or bastard. Because we've used the other 2. And I need a death or life.
I mean,
Bas-
Bastard
Bastard,
was the one
betrayed,
that, like,
betrayal,
got rid of the- oh,
life.
Yeah, it's
What did
Have you done-
say? Bastard betrayed life?
Yeah.
Think we have.
Have you done that one?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you tried it. If you want to try it, go ahead. Because if it's not red,
We're fucked. Oh.
if it's not in the reds, we don't know if it'll be bad. We have the right ones, and then we have the 2 that have been bad. So we know what ones, which 2 not to do.
We
yet.
just do not know which one not to do on the middle part. That's the only
What?
ring that's not red. Is it?
The very inner ring.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the outer, second to middle, or the middle one, and then the inner ring.
Wait, the inner rings is red?
No, the inner ring is the only one that's not. I'm just saying there's
Okay.
3 rings, and the inner one is not.
Okay.
So we do not yet know the combination that makes the
2s. disappear.
We don't know the combination that makes the twos disappear or the combination that makes the inner ring red. We
Correct.
have
Have we tried home, betray, death?
home betray death, betrayal of death.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Just everything betrayal of death.
No, I thought I had an idea, so I just
I
tried
think
out.
Your handwriting.
That's not my handwriting.
No, I'm talking to Max.
Oh.
That's not much better.
Intelligence! Intelligence help!
This is next to the ones.
You guys are close.
Okay.
Only so many other options left.
So, as if Beef were paying attention, he will go joyous bad. Because joyous is the common thing between two of the red. Both red ones. For the middle. And then life and death as well. If that means anything.
Yeah, I thought life and death is on the same circle.
Yeah,
Right.
life and that's what I'm saying. Like,
So he thinks.
so far it's like
He
home
thinks-
and blind man, which don't really have a correlation. Joyous is on both of them that made the circle
And
red.
Blind Man was also on one of the right ones.
Blind man was also on one of the right ones, but and there's no correlation between the right ones to help figure that out.
No.
But he just
Blind wasn't one of the ones that you've gotten right yet.
Yeah.
You
blind-
did Bastard.
What was number one then?
Oh,
You did Bastard, Confused, and Silent.
You
I-
blind man!
I said blind.
yeah, he wrote blind man.
It
It was supposed to be bastard, confused inside.
Yeah, because he made the joke of
He's calling us bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calling us bastards.
Yeah.
I said blind man.
Well, I said Bastard. He said Bastard.
Yeah.
Oh well, then blind man. Oh,
Blind Man has not been a correct one.
No, neither is home. But Jester and Bastard have.
well then, so there's also a attempt of blind confused inside.
Blind man confused inside.
So that's important if that's a red one.
It is not. So you're fine. It is also not a right one.
So I'm pretty sure this guy does not like joy.
Well, I've heard
Just based off of correlation so far.
I was thinking of maybe like somehow if it was like a storm, like this is how events transitioned. Like the middle part of his life was joyous because he had his wife.
Have we tried Bastard, Jasper inside?
No.
Try that. Bastard Jasper inside.
Nothing happens.
Do we see like a little time bar
No.
on the edges? There's just on the top. There's just a clock counting.
I'm getting a huge headache right now. So,
I'll let you make a
Hang on.
basic intelligence check for correlating the correct answers that you've gathered.
who? All of us?
Yeah, anybody who's gotten anybody can make a basic intelligence check to kind of try to correlate what you've gotten right.
20.
Super.
Sure.
Lynn, are you still there?
He's still there. He's trying to think. Do you have everything written down over there too?
Yo.
You have any ideas?
No. Also, I rolled that really light.
12.
Straight intelligence?
Yep, straight intelligence.
9.
Ooh. What'd you roll, Dax?
16.
Ah. The 16.
I'm just so confused at this point. I'm still trying to equate them to the pictures and it's not working.
No, that's why I said don't.
I'm giving my
The,
character a reason.
The only things that you can correlate from this is less of what you've gotten correct and more of what you've gotten wrong. Blind man, joyous life. Home, joyous death. You have seen the way he's lived. You've also seen the current state of this room. Both resembling what could be life and death. And blind man could be resembling himself. As I wish to see you has been a sign for sight.
I relate that.
Okay. So you all now
So-
gather that as well.
I mean, I gathered as much that blind man was referring to him, and home was probably referring to his wife.
Why would Home refer to his wife?
Because home joyous death is bad. Her death was bad. His home was joyous because she was alive, but then she died, which is bad.
Well, now I'm just trying to figure out the correlation of.
And the
Jester,
blind man
Jasper.
blind man joyous life. He was blindly serving something. He was happy and he was alive, and then that other thing happened, which apparently he sees his own life as being bad as well. So,
I wonder if our death is involved with this god he'd stop being cleric of. That would be a twist. We have to deal with an angry god.
I feel like we're gonna have to deal with something if the middle turns red.
You're correct. That is obvious. I don't need detect magic for that.
Something bad.
I think we'll cut a break here so you guys can have some thinking time to try to figure this out. So for the time being, we'll be seeing you guys on the next episode. So thank you all for listening.